What's up, guys? Got a new flavor from Carnivore, cinnamon toast cereal. This is slamming. I tried some Fords, made Roger a shaker here.
For me, buddy?
Yeah, my man. I want to see what your opinion on it.
Tastes just like cereal.
Boom, I told you. Another great flavor from Carnivore. 23 grams of protein, 0 fat, 0 sugar, 0 lactose. Best protein in the market.
Get it today.
Real show, here we go. Real show, here we go. You know that it's gotta be that time, so this is what we chant. What keeps on getting them all amped in advance? Come on. You and I rocking out with Iron Man, FE. You get the general's point of view on top of Roger's rants. Whenever tapping out, we're putting the most minutes in. You already know what that's about, you know that winners win. Crush whatever's on task, check the podcast. It's the champ and the tramp, let the bomb blast.
Yeah, pal. Yeah, pal. I didn't f it up. I didn't. So I wouldn't be. It wouldn't be.
Go ahead, buddy. Don't swear.
Take us away.
Don't swear.
Roger.
What's up, buddy boy? How was your day?
You know, like in TV, you ever hear like old school TV? Everyone had like a certain way to talk.
Yeah.
Right?
Little mystique to their voice.
Not mystique. I don't know if it's everybody did the same thing. It wouldn't be very mysterious. They spoke in the same, like, you know.
What are you calling it? An afflection?
No, yeah, an inflection, I guess, right? But like a tailored way to speak.
What's yours? I like when you talk like the
normal.
Virginia governor. I like that one. That's my favorite. I mean, the governor.
Because it's the soft one. It's the soft one. It's the closest one to.
No, it's the one you do the best.
Comfort. No, I know.
The one you do the best.
I was messing it up though. I got to hear it again. That's what I think. Can you do animal? How many animal noises? I do. I was with my daughter.
I'm not gonna.
None.
None.
Dude, I could do a bunch. I'm
You're
not gonna do.
You're trying to make me look like an idiot. Is
What?
you're trying
No,
to
I don't
do
get-
a pig.
who's
Do a
gonna-
sheep. Do a goat.
Who's gonna make you look like an idiot?
I do it.
You do it all by
well
yourself.
by myself.
Exactly.
Can we talk about and just tell me to shut up or we'll edit this out? I don't know how close to home this hits, but fucking Biggie got hit. He got hit by the neighbor's dog. You pissed off about that?
I am. I mean, like, I guess. I'll keep it short. Okay.
Keep it short.
Just because I get it.
That's
Incriminate
why-
anybody.
Yeah.
So long-time listeners, if we had some faithful listeners, they'll know
they
who the
already
hell
know.
it is
Right.
and all that. But yeah, and it pissed me off because Biggie's a good dude, bro.
Well, tell the story. I said he got hit, and people probably think I'm talking about someone punching him or something.
No, he got bit in the eye.
Right, by
Bit
another
in the eye
dog.
by another dog, and on my driveway, he was in his yard, and it got like he's okay, but it got his like pretty much essentially his eyelid, and it's split open. It's real swollen. You see him?
I did. I saw the picture. He wasn't up there when I came in. Yeah.
Dude, it looks bad, man. Like it might be like that forever, and that pisses me off because my dog ain't that cut. But you know, they're dogs. Dogs are dogs. But the thing is this dog happens to always be out and on my fucking property.
Right.
There goes the first curse.
All
right.
You didn't even make it a minute.
Okay, so we'll leave it at that.
All right, I won't pry any more than that. But yeah, that was, I always wondered what Biggie would do in a situation like that because he's a pretty intimidating looking. I love Biggie,
but he like on it. Well,
and he didn't do shit. And
if you don't, you can't hear the video, but right. I'm whistling in the backyard because I knew he was out. Yeah. So that's the thing. My dog gets out barely. Okay, and if he doesn't go off my property. Right. And if he does, he's not. I don't have to worry about him. He's not going to bite animal. He's not going to like other dogs I had that I could never get out.
Right.
This dog, I don't worry about it because he's not going to hurt anybody. He's not going to hurt any animals.
Right.
So he's cool like that.
Yep.
So I whistled for him. And he ran back. That's why. And you see him run. He stops, and that's when the dog yanked at him. And then he thinks this dog's playing now.
Well, that's my question because you didn't see it. The video doesn't have sound. I couldn't tell if the dog was playing and just
you
clipped
him.
him.
You could tell.
He was.
Listen, because then when Biggie he left the frame, he's going into the backyard. I'm coming out of the backyard.
Right.
And that's when they all ran up on us.
Was that Renee running through the screen with a broom in her hand? Or a mop?
Yeah.
To beat the fuck out of the dog.
Well, just to go see what's up.
That's amazing.
But when I ran up, the dog had its mane up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Biggie's running with his fucking tail wagging.
Mane? Is that what you call it? A mane?
I don't know. What would you call it?
Tiger mane?
What would you call it then?
Oh, the ridge of their back.
Okay.
With the hair on the ridge
Did you
of their
understand
back?
what I mean when I said
I
mane?
did, but I didn't know dogs
buddy.
had a mane.
There you go. Okay, the fucking ridge back. All right, was little.
That's a dog, actually.
The bristles were. I know it is. The bristles were. He was ready to go. You know what I mean? And Biggie didn't have that at all.
Okay.
But there was 2 dogs. They got 2 dogs.
I saw that. Yeah, in the video.
So
right?
when I came up, they took back or they took off.
Okay. All right. I know. I see you don't want to get too into detail. We'll leave it at that. But that's unfortunate. The poor guy didn't even do anything. He was on his own property.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, dogs are dogs. But if you can't stop your dog from getting on my property,
and it being an issue,
I'm just gonna shut up right there.
Yeah. All right. I hear you, pal. What else is going on? There's a lot going on in the world. Are you ready for Armageddon tomorrow?
Oh, goodness.
Are you ready?
Are you into this? Are you into this?
I talked to Jesse. No, I didn't.
Did you? I was wondering. I'm surprised we have not heard
I
from
guarantee.
Jesse.
He's in a cabin right now somewhere in the Poconos with no power. The nearest computer device or the nearest technological device to him is probably 5 miles away.
Yeah, you're not doing nothing.
No,
I know someone that is.
I might power my phone off. I don't know.
Yeah,
I might. I'm not taking my phone with me. I'm not leaving
my thing is
town.
this,
I'm not doing anything.
What is the conspiracy though about this? They're saying
so
that
FEMA is doing a test, the first ever test.
Yeah,
right,
which is kind of crazy. I mean, has that ever happened? Have we ever had a test?
They say it's going to take not
never right nationwide.
Not from FEMA. I don't believe.
Okay, but not where from anybody. Your phone,
the
Amber Alert,
National Broadcast System or whatever, right?
No, when we were kids,
that's how the Amber Alert comes through, isn't it? Or no?
Yeah, an Amber Alert.
Right.
Yeah, but Amber Alert is like an area, a section. It'd be like New Jersey or Ocean County. You know what I mean? Or or maybe a
FEMA,
town.
and I don't think it's been done yet.
Has there ever been a nationwide alert?
No.
I mean, besides maybe the TV. They used to do with TVs, right?
They did one like 4 years ago. It was the emergency alert system.
Right, but that's not FEMA, correct?
Would they do that on?
That was like everyone got it on their phones.
Really?
Like when Trump was in office, they did it.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
So the conspiracy theory, if I understand it, I didn't even hear about this till today. Actually, Danielle hit me up. I was like, oh, my God, should I be worried tomorrow? I'm like, what are you talking about? And I looked it up, did a little research. Essentially, if I have this correct anyway, I only learned about this about an hour ago, is there's 2 concerns or 2 conspiracy theories. I kind of hesitate to do that because a lot of that shit's coming true now. But anyway, one is that they are going to download into your phone like spyware and malware that they can basically collect all your info data, see what you have in your phone. You know, the other one, which is even more out there, but Jesse would totally be into this one. Can you hear me? Franklin? The other one that is totally out there is that this is supposed to be a half-hour-long test, and there's going to be certain tones and frequencies and vibrations that come through. And as you know, there's something called the what is it that Jesse's always talking about? The
nanoparticles?
No, the
5D,
I even wrote
3D,
it down.
5D,
It's
the Galactic Federation. I'm just hitting all this shit. Lizard people.
The Schumann resonance. Never heard of the Schumann? It's the vibration of the Earth, basically, right? It's good, right? But they're saying that they could be sending vibrations. Again, allegedly, this is not my theory. This is just what the conspiracy theories or what I read, the little bit that I looked it up, was that they can be sending vibrations and sound waves through your phone that can make you sick, essentially.
I don't know. Well, first off, Twitter fact checked you already.
Me?
Right? No,
Me.
No, because you said it's a 30-minute alarm or
30-minute test is
30-minute
what
test.
I read.
I know, yeah. Well, because what you read is probably what Twitter fact checked. They said no, it's not going to be. It's going to be within 30 minutes, but it's going to be one test followed by a couple beeps and some other stuff. But it's not going to be 30 minutes. Probably be like.
Well, Twitter said that. What did X say about it?
No, you know what I mean. Oh no, for a while. You don't know. You don't know.
So wait, are we believing that? Because first of all,
like an old man like you.
First of all, no, I'm just doing
what you.
I'm just doing to you what you do to me all the time. But so since Twitter is Elon now, are we believing fact checkers? Because he seems to be actually doing correct fact check. Because we never believed fact checks before. Because they were basically opinion polls, right?
Again, this is my take on it. I don't believe anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But it does make sense. I mean, it's going to be a fucking 30-minute, your phone going for 30 fucking minutes?
Well,
no, I think it does make sense. It's going to be a little bang in the middle of 30 minutes.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So your take on is it not worried about it at all? Don't pay any attention to it?
Yes.
Coming from the government.
Ultimately, yeah, I know it is coming. Ultimately, no, I'm not saying what's coming from the government.
I mean, this FEMA thing.
It's for that. I know.
It's a government regulated.
Like, how can they? Okay, this is like for someone. I was talking to someone that thinks, well, no, they don't. I don't know what they think, but they're gonna go away. Or not,
really,
just
for
not,
real,
not away, but like get away, and
how
turn
far?
the phones off. Not far, within the town, but in the woods,
it's not
maybe
getting away.
In the woods?
No, yeah. Listen. If the Red Dawn happens,
no. But I'm saying for this 30 minutes.
I know, but so because I'm trying to understand what their theory is. They think that as long as they're away from their phone, it's not going to affect them. Are they going to, after the 30 minutes, go pick their phone back up and they're safe?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, the thing's supposedly going to transmit something for that 30 minutes, or really it's not going to be 30 minutes, but within a 30-minute period. Mm-hmm. But it said phones, radios, anything with electric. So, I mean, you could be in the, I'm not saying I believe this, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, if you're in the woods, you don't have any of these devices on you for 30 minutes, should be good. But how far do you have to be away from these devices, right? And what if someone's fucking having a hike in the woods and has their phone, right?
So you're saying if you hear it, it could affect you.
That essentially, I think that's what they're trying to say. That's what these conspiracy theorists are trying to say, right?
Well, I've also heard zombie apocalypse turns you into zombies.
Well, yeah. No, yes. Or like the people that got vaccinated. I'm like, get out of here.
I don't think technology is quite there yet, but.
And that's the thing. I'm like, why would they tell us they're doing this if they're going to do it? If they could do this at any time, it would be when we're not expecting it.
Correct.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
That's why. Listen.
But this is what some of these people say.
The reason I don't trust it is because
listen, this is what people say, right?
Go ahead.
I said, why would they tell us? Why would they say that? They're like, evil needs to tell you what they're going to do when they do it. I'm like, bro,
you got a nutty friend over there. I don't know who that is. If it's not Jesse, I don't know who that friend is, but they're a little nuts. However, it does come from the government, and I really don't trust anything the government says. But how far is you got to believe the technology is crazy advanced, which I'm sure it surpasses what we know. They say the greatest technology on planet Earth is in the North Pole, is what I keep hearing.
It's fucking Santa Claus, of course. You get to all those houses in one night. Come on.
No, supposedly they can somehow. The shit that happened in Maui, supposedly that can be done from
I don't know,
from North Pole. What am I trying to say?
Direct energy weapons.
Direct energy weapons.
I don't know. Maybe I seen some crazy stuff where the patents. They bought all these certain patents, and they're bought by like the United States on stuff they could do, like the kind of what they're saying they're gonna do, like the patents to do it. They bought it. And again, is it true? I don't know. It was on like What the Fuck Facts. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what all these things: liberty, justice, and for all. 10, right?
Yeah.
But you see Tim Kennedy? He's getting like shadow banned and everything.
Of course,
big time.
Of course,
big time, and it's crazy, bro.
Of course, they're gonna shadow ban any alpha males that.
So you're good. You're good.
I'm a beta, baby. I'm good. I'm a cuck. You know what I'm saying? Any strong, Candace Owens said it. I remember her saying it years ago. The biggest fear right now is strong men. You know what I mean? I think Andrew Tate had a bit on that as well.
What do they say when the blank's out on him still? The jury's out.
Out. I'm a little undecided on him. Honestly, I'm a little undecided on all the people I like. I'm not fully in with. There's not one person where I'm like everything that person says. Sign me up. You know what I mean? Not one. But
except me.
It's no, not even you. You lack empathy.
Empathy.
You have no empathy.
You have too much empathy.
Okay, fair. I'm sensitive. I'm a lover. You're a fighter.
No. You're a swallower.
Speaking of empathy, can I share something with you and see if it gets any reaction
God.
out of you at all?
This guy fucking wants
You're
to
going to cry. I want to make you
heart.
cry. I want to make you
I
cry.
don't have
See, here he goes.
I don't have tear ducts.
Here he goes. You don't. You have no empathy at all. But I want to talk about this. So,
But why? This guy wants to bring everybody down.
No, I want to. It's a podcast, but that's what we do. What do you want to talk about? I'll forget my point. Go ahead. What do you want to talk about? No, go ahead.
No,
go ahead.
I want to be sad. I want to be sad. I want to be sad.
It's not sad. It's a talking point, bro.
I'm
we can
joking.
Move,
Go.
We can
I'm
spend
joking.
5 minutes
Shut
on
up.
it
I can't
and move
bust
on
your
to something
balls.
else.
You can't bust Roger's balls because he is too empathetic for his own fucking sorrows.
All right. So I follow this guy on Instagram. I followed him for a while. He reached out to me on DM. We actually I talked to him early on about having him on the podcast, but he lives in Houston, Texas, and he wanted to do Zoom. And at the time, we didn't have Zoom capabilities, so we were going to circle back later. Anyway, his name is Kunal Khurana. I'm sorry, Kunal Khurana. He lives in Houston, Texas. Anyway, when he was 15, his kidneys failed, okay? He's...
My cousin Jeff's getting his kidney transplant
I remember
tomorrow,
you saying
tomorrow
that.
morning.
Yep. So anyway, 15, right? They found kidney for him. They did a kidney transplant. Lasted about a year and a half. And
What? Why?
Then, I don't just because
does he
of whatever
have disease?
condition.
Oh,
Yes,
gotcha,
yeah,
gotcha.
whatever condition he has, and I'll tell you the name of it in a minute.
Sucks.
He has a condition called.
Wait, so he got the kidney and it lasted for how long? You said
about a year and a half.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So he needs constant dialysis.
So did he get a new kidney? Is he like he's got to get another kidney?
No, they won't.
They
They
won't
wouldn't
do
do
that
it
to him.
again
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he, it was like a one and done type thing.
Right.
But anyway, so he had to be on constant dialysis, and then he took a drug for an MRI called gadolinium. Okay, and Chuck Norris has talked about this because his wife, Chuck Norris, I think her name's Gina, did the same thing, took the same thing, and there was a big medical malpractice, big lawsuit against Big Pharma, whatever. This guy that I follow was involved in that anyway because it had some horrible side effects, caused a ton of pain.
No, the medicine that's supposed to help him.
It's supposed to help with the clarity of the MRI, but it had some terrible side effects. A big lawsuit. Anyway, so this guy had a run of bad luck.
What? Okay, wait.
All right, what do you want me to say again?
Well,
What
I'm just
part can help?
No, the stuff that they're in litigation with, the medicine, it was to make them see the MRI better. So it's like a dye. You put it with that. It probably was a dye, right? You never get an MRI
they
with
call
a dye?
it with contrast, but I don't know if that's it. I don't want to say that's it because I don't know, but it could have been that.
Right.
I'll tell you the name of it. It's a name I
You
could
said it,
never
you said
remember.
it, I thought.
Yeah. It's called. I'll spell it. GADOLINIM. Gadolinium. Gadolinium.
Yeah.
Anyway, Chuck Norris is in his wife is in a big lawsuit with them as well. The pharmaceutical company that created it. Anyway, this guy, had a normal childhood up to 15. Kidneys failed, got the kidney transplant, year and a half, then was on constant dialysis. Well, in that range, he's 32 now, so in that he was living a fairly normal life. But then, and he became very entrepreneurial. That's kind of why I started following him. Here's this guy who looks sickly, right? Was in a wheelchair. From the time I followed him, he was wheelchair bound. But the most positive human you've ever seen in your life. Always talking about, well, in the time I followed him, he lost a leg due to it, right? He had a lot of open sores and just always preaching positivity. And I just, because he had reached out to me in DM and, I'd always, just say words of encouragement or whatever. Well, about a week ago, no, I think he's on day 8, a little over a week ago. They took him off dialysis because he now has something. I had to write these down because I could never pronounce this, but he's got something called calciphylaxis. And from people that they're on long-term dialysis, they get it. Essentially, you break out in lesions, open sores, you start losing digits.
Because your body doesn't really purify your blood.
And when it gets to the point where it's so bad, they just take you off dialysis
to die.
So he's essentially, but he's posting every day, right? From his hospital bed, right? Well, he's home. What do they call that when they send you home to die?
Hospice.
He's on hospice. And this dude can barely talk. It's the saddest thing you've ever seen in your life. He can barely talk. He can barely enunciate his words because he's so medicated, right? But what he can say and what he can get out, he's just preaching positivity. He's like, I'm still here, guys. I still love all you guys. And it's so hard to watch. But, I watch this guy, and it's like it puts your life so in perspective. You know what I mean? Like, you know me, bro. You know me well. You've been my friend a long time. You see me, like, shit bothers me. I'll get down and out about some fucking personal bullshit or whatever. And I'm like, here's this guy that is on death's door, and he still finds the time every day to fucking make a post to people and go, no matter how much pain he's in. And one of them, bro, his mom is hugging him, and he's like, Mom, make it stop. I mean, it's just the saddest thing you've ever seen in your life. And he's probably expired by now, because that was yesterday, and he was, hanging on. But he said, he's like, hey, guys, and, this is 8-9 days ago. He's like, hey, guys, I probably got about a week, something like that. They're taking me off dialysis, but I'm going to post every day. And it's just insanely sad. But I don't think it's for nothing. You know what I mean? I mean, like you said, a lot of people would say, oh, that's so morbid. Who wants to hear about that? For me, my takeaway is, my God, it puts things so in perspective for me. You know what I mean? Like, just time with your children.
I wonder, like, do you think when he turns the thing off and he's like, is he positive? You know what I mean? Like,
I think so, but who knows? Only the people in that room with him know. I don't know, but I do think so. I really do. You've never seen him more after we're off air or whatever. I'll show you some of his videos.
Is he a man of faith? Is like
I haven't heard him speak of God yet, so I don't know.
Well, no, I wouldn't think usually at the end most people do, right? And he's not. He's just a positive person, just for positivity. That's
so far I don't.
Usually it's kind of intertwined with that, right?
I haven't seen him speak of it or in his writings. I haven't seen anything about it yet, but certainly probably the most positive human I've ever met in my life. That the pain this man is in, not just now, throughout. I mean, he's lost his leg, he lost his toes. I watched older videos where his toes are just so infected and just they won't heal. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean that's the downside to dialysis.
That's
and this
crazy.
thing that he has, about 4% of people on dialysis get it, and that's the end. They say.
Yeah, my cousin had, because I didn't know this, but when you get a kidney transplant, for the most part, they keep your old kidney in you, and they just put your new one in between, like, your hips or something like that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What's the reasoning?
Because there's no need to take it out. But my cousin, his were like infected and getting real big, so they had to take him out. And then he essentially has been on dialysis for, I don't know, a few months now. Now he's getting his.
I'm sure this is a stupid question, but I heard a long time ago, no question is a stupid question. What do you mean they leave it in you? They can't disconnect it and leave it in you, because
pretty sure. Oh,
really? It doesn't decay and rot?
I don't know. I guess not. I don't know.
Oh, because then I'm like, how do they hook it to the new one?
Yeah.
Then? But okay. All right.
That's what he told me, at least. But he, like I said, he had his removed 6 months before, because he didn't know when he was getting the kidney.
Yeah.
That's why he's down in Florida, and like, you need to fly home tonight. So he's getting it tomorrow morning, 6 a.m.
He was on the list. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. So
Pretty wild.
he now does dialysis?
He has been doing dialysis.
He has
yeah.
And he has a condition then, obviously. It's
Well,
not
he
from,
did.
like, drinking or
No,
nothing.
no. His mother had a kidney transplant.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. I mean, he's like 50 maybe.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's I think the kidney taking the kidneys out, he said, was the riskier of the operations. Said this one should be good.
Yeah. Anyway, I just wanted to say, I would expect that maybe at this point in time, Kunal has passed, but for what it's worth, man, just one guy on planet Earth, you definitely inspired, and me and your story.
What's
I'm sure
his name
inspired.
again?
I saw a lot of big name celebrities that actually followed him. Kunal is his first name. His last name is Khorana. Khurana. He's from Houston, Texas.
Is he a Muslim guy, a black guy?
I never hear him speak of it. No, he looks maybe of
Middle Eastern
descent. Yeah. So, but anyway, I wish we'd had the opportunity to interview him. So kind of feel bad about that. But regardless, inspiring man, entrepreneurial. I remember him in one of his videos saying, guys, never give up. Look at me. Look what I've had. Look what I've dealt with, and all this is mine. And showed his property, and it was a beautiful property. So, just an inspiring person. And I think,
it goes to show you,
that if you can have that much adversity, right,
and
you can be that positive.
Have a positive outlook.
Certainly, if your life is good, which mine certainly is, yours is, we should all be more positive. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I never.
you're not really a negative person.
No.
Well, you're kind of a douche, but
I'm a dick to you, but
you're kind of a dick. You're quite a dick to all the people you like the most. Kind of are. You don't think so?
that's how it should be.
I think if you're like nice and you're never insult somebody, you don't know them that well. If you're like very insulting, it means you actually like them. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, that's how we do in Jersey.
Marky Lee,
that's not how we do in Jersey.
Ligori takes a ton of shit from you.
Yeah,
They all do. Mark Henry takes a ton of shit from you.
See, come on.
So does that mean you like me the most?
I mean, I'm with you quite a bit, buddy. We need content, all right? We need content.
Yes, definitely.
Bro, did you see? Kind of off topic. Bradley Martin, I sent you, and I want to send you wrestling with Brian Shaw.
Oh, that was a while ago. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
literally
old. I saw that.
Picked him up like he wasn't there, bro. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the strongman.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about the comedian. I'm sorry. What was it? What's his name? What's the comedian's name? I talked about when we originally talked about
Callum.
this, and we were saying, I said, and you
Brian
disagreed, Brian Callum, 2 Brians. But anyway, and I said, but you say size
two
doesn't
Brians?
matter, and you said. Brian Shaw.
Okay.
And you said, I never said size doesn't matter. That's who I referenced, Brian Shaw. I said, did you see when him and Brian Shaw squared off and he picked him up like it was nothing? Yeah, so at that point you hadn't seen it. But I actually brought this up a few weeks ago.
Okay, now I remember.
I said size does matter because he's a big motherfucker. I know.
Matter,
you strongly disagreed. But anyway,
I'm saying size don't matter all the time.
There's a dude, with skill set was your point. Depends on your skill set. Size doesn't matter if you're going up against a smaller guy that's way more.
Depends how wide you could open your mouth too.
But anyway, if you're talking about 2 dudes that are just big dudes and don't have a tremendous skill set in fighting, size absolutely matters because he picked him up like it was nothing.
Well, yeah, but that guy was.
400
that's
pounds.
like. Is it a bigger discrepancy between me to you?
We're basically 100 pounds difference, right?
Yeah, we're about I'm like 165.
I was 256 at the gym today. What are you?
165, so 90 pounds.
90 pounds. Okay.
But so he's what? How big, Shaw?
I think he's around 400. I think.
No way.
Bigger?
No, lower. I'd say like
Is he?
315.
Look up Brian Shaw. No, bigger than 315.
Yeah,
for
330
sure.
maybe 330.
Bigger.
Oh.
Now, I'm sure I know at one point he got pretty ripped,
yeah.
so I don't know if it's going to give his biggest stat, but when he's competing, I think he's pretty big. Brian Shaw, stats.
Between 385 and 440.
Wow, 385 and 440.
I call it kind of right in the
Wow.
middle. 400.
And Bradley Martin's what, 240?
260.
260. So he's got like fucking almost 200 pounds on him.
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy. See, that's not
a lot,
fair.
yeah. Well, Brian, but he's the one that squared off with Brian. If you remember, if you saw it,
he did.
He's the one that kind of squared off. Yeah.
Well, they were joking.
Brian, it was all a joke. It was all in good fun, but yeah. But I think honestly, I think this has sort of become his thing. I think that it got so much attention from the one time he commented about. He was interviewing did it start with Nate Diaz? I don't remember who did it start with.
I think I thought it was Mighty. Dwayne, jeez.
Well, no, the Mighty Mouse was referenced.
Yeah.
No, he was referenced.
No.
That Mighty Mouse could beat you in a fight. He was
They
arguing.
talked- that
He was
like set up.
arguing.
It was
He
supposed to be
was
set up though.
right, but he was arguing with somebody on his set. Like, no fucking way, I would kill you. And I remember Nate Diaz.
Devin Haney. I think it was Devin.
Devin Haney started it.
The
That's right.
boxing one, yeah.
That's right. And then there was somebody after Devin Haney. And then there was Nate Diaz. You're right. But all 3 got the same question. Devin Haney said, "No, I'd clip you up." And anyway, and I think that it got such views. He just ran with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think he just did a smart thing. It was like,
when
look,
did that Shaw thing happen? A long time ago. Too?
I believe that was a while ago. I don't know. I don't know where that dated in there, but
yeah, that guy Shaw. I mean, he's not. He's a super athlete. He's not just a big dude.
Correct. Yeah.
I mean, that dude Bradley Martin's a pretty big athlete. It seems like he's athletic
people
too.
don't understand how big that is, but Brian Shaw is just, he's 1 in 5 million.
Yeah, more than that. One in.
Bradley Martin's like 1 in a million.
Yeah.
Not even 1 in a million. Probably, I don't know. What percentage of Americans are over? I think he's 6'3", 6'4". What percentage?
Roger wants to stroke his own son.
Woo! What percentage of Americans are over 6'3", let's say? I'm going to say, what do you get? Take a guess. I'm going to say 6%.
6?
Yeah. 8%. I'll go with 8.
I'll go with 4.
Really? You think so? Okay.
Yeah.
It's got to be a stat you can look up, no?
Oh, nice.
I feel like they got stats on everything.
I know, you just gotta you Google it in, then I like how that when you do Google, when you do Google,
When you do the Google?
you do the Google,
You do the
and
Google.
It has like the other questions that you want to ask.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right
oh,
below it. That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
I always do. Like,
I always go down. I'm like, oh yeah, that's the right one.
Yeah, exactly. Same
Yeah.
thing I do. Yep.
I mean, that's why we talk bad about technology so much, but it's also amazing.
We use it quite often.
Right?
It comes down to, could you live without it? Could you live without it? I mean, we all could.
We
How
all
put
did.
it-
We
how-
all did. We all did at one point. I mean, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, without, we had TVs always, but we didn't have TiVos. Like, we definitely grew up.
We
with,
lived
like,
on a limited basis when we were kids. Our
Yeah.
probably great-grandparents lived with little to none.
Oh,
I mean, they
no,
had the Model T.
Not even my
Well, that's technology.
grandparents.
Well, they had technology. They had black and white TVs. It's still technology. They had ham radios. They had, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm all.
Our
everything's technology.
great-grandparents. Well, fire, I guess, is technology to some degree, but
yeah.
you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying.
Someone that's 6'3" is taller than 97% of all adults.
3%.
3%.
You got it, pal. Look at you. Holy shit.
I'm
I'm a 3%er, baby.
You know it. He's
That's what I'm
tall
gonna
and
say.
racist.
Oh shit.
That's kind of a prerequisite, I think. I think that's gonna be like, like they try to say, like fitness is racist.
No, that's what they're going to do to
They're
all
trying
of us.
to say tall people are racist.
Yeah. No, they said
Germans are very tall.
Conservatives, and they were saying, what were they saying?
No, they were trying to say fitness is like a white supremacist thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so let's pivot. And we didn't. It's kind of really fresh, hot off the press, right? This guy McCarthy, his name's McCarthy. He got ousted as the Speaker of the House.
Mm-hmm.
So this, all right, you know anything about it? A little bit.
Not a lot.
Well, I mean, but as much as I know.
Well, it just happened today,
All right,
literally
so
hours
this
ago.
is what I'm saying, though, because you're seeing. All right, first off, only like 6 Republicans voted to oust him out, and like 200 Democrats. He was a Republican. Like, why are like the guy Matt Gaetz? Supposedly he's like one of the good guys, right? They're trying to say. Why is he was the one?
They have a name for him. What do they call it? The conservative something.
But all right, well, I don't know. But he's the one that pretty much pushed for this and got it done, right? Why did they push him out and the other Republicans didn't want to? Like Jim Jordan didn't do it. The Marjorie Taylor.
Marjorie Taylor Greene didn't?
Then Bobart,
Really?
Bobart, right? She didn't either.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm wondering.
I don't know. I mean, I know a little bit.
Jim Jordan didn't.
Yeah, I'm confused. I believe. Do you remember, like, when he got voted in? It was a big thing. Him and Gates went head to head, and supposedly what I heard was there was an agreement made. Like, you're going to be held accountable for these certain things,
right. You gotta
and
do
if you
these
don't
things,
do
yeah.
them, you're going to be out. And supposedly Matt Gaetz was kind of the leader of that. That said, "Look, we're holding you to task."
Accountable. Yeah.
And there's been a number of things that he hasn't done. I guess is my understanding. Again, not a. You're the political science major, so you could elaborate more. But
I seen someone say they should put Donald Trump in there.
I think doesn't it come down to the spending bill? Isn't that really what the big thing is? Was that
I think that, and supposedly what I read was that he had side dealings with the Bidens or something like that.
I think the spending bill was allocating more money because what they do now is with these spending bills is they kind of make it a one like a one issue thing that they talk about as a talking point, and they stuff
that's every
billions
bill.
of dollars in
that's
it.
every bill,
Correct,
right?
But I think. Again, I
How is that
could be
even
wrong,
legal?
but I think they
Like,
want to
shouldn't-
stop the
but-
siphoning of money to Ukraine. Essentially, is what it is, right?
Well, I guess but it shouldn't a bill be like one issue at a time,
Right.
Like can't
Well, I think that was one of the agreements that Matt Gaetz wanted.
Instead of like
I
having
believe.
everything,
I
it
believe.
should be like how the fuck are we like
Correct.
we're voting on some of the most important things.
Because they'll slide one issue in there that like everybody can get behind, and that's all they'll talk about.
Right,
and they
yeah.
pump it out there in the news like, oh, Republicans voted down this, bill that would allow fucking women to vote. You know what I mean? And it's like, no, that wasn't why they fucking voted it down.
Yeah.
You know?
I wonder. Is this is this? So if Matt Gaetz is the new okay, say he is this new guy. He's not a, what do they call him? Rhino. He's not a rhino. He's not this. He's actually for the people. How long until he gets corrupt? Right? I don't know.
I'm at a point, bro, where I don't trust any of them. I'm confused.
Yeah,
why would Marjorie Taylor Greene? No,
Yeah,
I thought they would
yeah.
be,
In cahoots.
Cahoots. I don't know.
And Bobart, right? Is her name?
Right.
Is that the one that got
Yeah, she got.
She rubbed. She fucking hand
whipping her titties out at the.
She gave him a handy.
Yeah. Would you?
What?
Would you?
For the country, for our country. For our country.
She's kind of hot, man.
For God and country.
She's kind of hot. She said no more dating. Did you hear her? She's like, no more dating. No mistakes were made. I have to own it. No more dating.
Damn, no more dating.
Yeah, because that was like her first date after her divorce, or
really?
While her divorce is going through, I guess.
She's about your age, right?
I don't. Younger, I'm sure. I'm an old man, Frankie.
She's old, I think.
No, she don't look old.
She's a grandma.
No way.
Right?
Is she?
Yeah.
She's a grandma?
I don't know.
They
How
call
old
it
is she?
They call it a gilf in the porn world.
36.
How old? 36. Yeah, exactly.
You
fucking idiot. She's never going to bang you now. She's calling her old.
I don't think she's old. What's her first name?
Lauren.
Lauren. You look good, girl.
So, yeah, because it just happened today, so I'm not really fully up to date on it. I did read a couple articles that I don't pay. It's hard to believe what article do you read? Twitter, right? You go to Twitter.
Twitter's where I get my.
That's
news.
where you get your info.
Yeah.
So what'd you see on Twitter?
I'm sorry, X,
X,
Roger, X, you old ass.
Isn't it kind of hard to call it X though? I always forget too.
But he's about to call X is going to be the everything app. I think that's what
they're going to call it. The everything app. Yeah.
That's what I heard, and I hear that's what Elon Musk is pushing video games now on it and shit. Yeah.
You see, he visited the border.
He did?
Yeah.
Really? Why?
Biden still hasn't visited the border.
Still has not.
I just saw a quick clip of him, and it said Elon Musk at the border, and he was there with a bunch of local sheriffs and things of that nature, essentially saying there's a real crisis here. But Biden still has yet to go. Has not been to the border yet.
Wow. I mean, I don't know. You hear all this stuff, like all these military age men. Is that true? Like you see the video again. It's all could be propaganda to get us hyped up. That's why I don't know what to believe. Like it's all it's no women and kids coming through the border. It's all a bunch of military age men and this and that. Is this true?
Are you asking? You're asking me, or asking me what I believe?
I'm just saying, I
think it's
we
a
have
mix.
a podcast, Roger. I'm trying to just banter, okay, pal?
I think it's a mix. What I would say is, Franklin, it's probably a mix of all. I would say probably I would think the majority, or because the most. That's a rough. What is that? A 3-day trek or whatever?
Well,
so
just
I think
from
healthy men probably are the majority, but I'm sure women and children come through too.
Dude, okay.
What?
I heard some people can get through the border. This is what they do. Okay. They go through Mexico. They're not Mexican people.
Correct.
They're not even
Correct.
Latinos.
Correct.
Of any way.
And they're coming from all over the world now.
Okay, they come from
Via
they
Mexico,
come.
Yeah.
And they get through the border, but they have to do like 30 days in jail or something.
I've never heard that.
Or 30 days in not whatever it's called.
First of all, it would be impossible. They would never have that much capacity to keep people. Like in a camp, you mean?
Yes, something like that.
Okay.
30 days, and then they release them. Like, what's the point of that?
Release them into the States.
Into the States.
They're giving them the COVID vaccine. They're giving them all the boosters.
They're giving them a voter's card.
Yeah, probably.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know what's true and what's not, but I did see that they were giving them some sort of, there was a picture of it. I don't know if it was real, fake, or what, but it looked very much like, it gave them the ability to vote, basically. You know what I mean? So,
But give them an ID.
An ID.
Yeah, but I thought they don't like the IDs. So
yeah, I don't know.
IDs are racist.
Listen, I'm sure the vast majority of people that come through, I'm sure, are probably hardworking people that just want a better place to come and start
Listen,
a family.
I don't blame.
But it's still illegal.
I know.
I couldn't do that.
I don't.
If I want to do that and I want to go to Australia.
No, this is what I
can't
heard.
fucking
this
take
is
a
what I
boat
heard.
over there.
That's what I heard. So the best thing to do is move to Mexico, denounce your U.S. citizenship,
then come back over.
come to the border.
Yeah,
you're good.
Yeah. $300 a month.
But listen, I really don't. Like, imagine you are 20 minutes from the United States of America, the land of opportunity, this and that. And, like, if I actually work hard, I could make it there. Where here, I just can't because there's no money, there's no opportunity. There's actually opportunity. There, I'll work hard. I'm gonna do this. Like, I don't blame them. I don't blame them.
I don't blame them.
It's our fault.
It's being encouraged from our government.
Your fault.
It's my fault.
Who does your lawn?
No, Americans do.
No, joking. No, but seriously, I really don't blame them.
I don't either. I'm not saying that if I was in their position,
this is my thing. Like,
I wouldn't do it. But shouldn't I be treated exactly like I would be if I tried to go to Australia and fucking took a rowboat and rode a couple hours over to
Australia? Nobody wants to fucking go to Australia.
You know what I'm saying, dickhead.
I know, but I'm saying
Canada.
Whatever. Nobody wants to go to fucking Canada either.
I know.
How could you blame these people for wanting to do better? They have kids too. Like they know their kids are better off over there. Like, everybody wants better for the kids. Look, I'm not saying it's right that they do that, but I get why they do that.
I never said I didn't understand why they do it, but you see, like, these sanctuary cities, New York, for example.
You don't want to be sanctuary cities no more.
The governor was like, "There's a split screen from 2021 to 2023." The first one, she's saying,
This is how
you're
we
welcome
made,
here.
yeah.
New York is a melting pot. Come, bring us your tired, your weathered, your poor. And then 2023, we can't handle any more people.
I know.
Jesus Christ, And then the governor of Boston, I think it was, asking citizens of Massachusetts to become
let them park.
No, become what am I trying to say? Like places, volunteer your extra bedrooms and stuff for them to stay.
Let me hear your.
I don't have a Boston. I have a down East Maine.
You could do it, Boston.
Wicked, bub.
You could do a Boston.
I don't know if I could do a Boston.
Yeah, it's the.
Welcome to Worcester, bub.
Worcester.
Worcester mash.
Yeah.
Fuck your mother.
It's kind of a very rough accent.
Mm.
You have it a little bit.
It's got some Irish in it, right? Isn't Boston all Irish?
Well, yeah.
I'm sure it's a eclectic mix of Irish and the local slang.
There's Italians up there too.
Sure, yeah, of course.
Come on,
Italians everywhere, buddy.
Fucking right.
Italians everywhere. Sicilians like you.
I'm not a Sicilian. I'm Tom Driverian.
Yes, you are. I'll miss that, bro. Obviously, I can't fucking stand you as a human, but I'm your number one fan as a fighter. I miss the Frankie shout-outs to TR, baby. Yeah. Did you ever miss one? Did you get it in every single fucking post-fight?
Pretty much.
I don't think you ever missed one.
Yeah.
Tom Trevor, baby. A foot stomp. Fucking loved it. Put Tom Trevor on the map. The only one I think that might have did it more, shout out their fucking hometown, would be the Diaz brothers. They
definitely did it. Well, they're 209.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Stockton, baby.
How about? We're doing a podcast. Here's a topic.
Go ahead, pal.
How about?
Hit me with it.
Let's do this one, dude. A guy, Trevor Bauer. Is that Trevor Bauer?
Yes.
Is that his name? He played for the Dodgers? Yeah, right.
Pitcher
got
had a really good season.
Got accused of beating a girl up. Right?
No,
was raped too.
SA. I don't think beating her up. I don't think that was ever.
Oh, it was just rape.
Just SA. Yeah.
What's SA?
I don't know if it was rape.
What's SA?
I don't know. Look that up. Was it
sexual assault?
Sexual assault.
Mm-hmm. Roger has it tattooed on his arm.
Oh, you fucking idiot. I don't know if it was rape. I thought it was SA. If it was rape, that's even worse. But, and this happened, I believe this happens to fucking tons of men, because if you're a woman, you can just say whatever you want, and immediately, since the Me Too movement, everybody's going to
believe you.
Fucking believe you. But, I mean, he got this bitch. Dead to fucking rights. He lost his career, basically. Lost, sponsorships. Lost respect. Lost credibility. But he stuck to his guns. He got good attorneys on his side. And all the shit she was posting and she deleted They
Right.
recovered
They
it,
recovered it,
and they
yeah.
got this bitch.
Yeah.
They got
pretty
this
much
fucking
saying she's
bitch.
gonna.
They got her text message to her friends.
Yeah, even to
saying how
another-
much does he make? 51 million. I'm going to get some of that
even
51
to
million.
Another baseball player.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
Like she must have been a fucking baseball groupie or
Yep.
something. To another baseball player, he's like, "Oh, get that bag.
Listen,
Get that bag." They were setting this dude up the whole time.
she
He must be like.
deserves,
But
in
he
my
said-
opinion,
A lot of people don't like this guy.
fucking 10 years behind fucking bars and to rot in hell. That bitch should rot in hell.
Yeah, if you do that and you try to ruin a man's life,
Because he'll never come back
pretty
fully
much what
from
you
it.
do, you ruin his life.
Right.
And say this guy didn't have the money. Say he wasn't like so popular at that moment. He would
exactly-
have got fucked.
That's
He would have got a
exactly
shitty lawyer,
what
and he would have
happens.
been in fucking jail.
That's exactly what happens to a lot of men.
Get rich, and then you can do whatever you want, people.
No, he played it right. He played it right. He
No,
got,
he
got
get
good
the right
attorneys.
people, and
he
I get-
stayed calm. He didn't come out with like fucking
Yeah, but say
statements.
say there was no way to recover those texts. Then what? Right?
Then
It's his word, her
a
word.
court probably would have found him guilty. 'Cause
Right, yeah,
women
that's
just
what
say
I'm saying.
whatever,
Right.
civilly, maybe not criminally, but civilly for sure,
Mm-hmm.
because he's got money. He would have got a huge civil payout to her.
Mm.
But you know what he did that I love that this fucker did through it all, and what they usually try to do is if the attorneys on the other side, which I'm sure we're all pro bono fucking leeches, right? What they try to do is silence you, especially if they can't prove your guilt. If they don't win the case, right? They try to somehow, like, okay, we'll withdraw ours, you withdraw yours. You know, both sides can't talk about it. I forget, it's got a name. He said, no, I'm reserving my right to speak publicly about this
Because he wanted.
because he exonerated himself, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's, you know,
I love this
It's
guy.
good to get a win. Oh, actually, someone was telling me today. Actually, that guy, that cop, the one that banged out, I was talking to him today. He said there's a kid. He used to fight for Bellator, Brazilian dude. He was a Brazilian dude fighting in Bellator. Got caught up with some girl. Some girl said he raped her. Did fucking like 2 years or something. Right? Got DNA, came out. Wasn't him.
There's another case.
Gets out.
like that, too.
Now he's a cop in Newark. He's about to be a cop in Newark.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there was going to be a twist where years later, after he did the time, she admitted that she made it up, or because there is
No,
a case
did you
like
hear
that.
me? Did you hear what I said?
No, I'm sorry. I thought you said. I thought you
he
said.
was doing. He did 2 years.
Yeah.
Then DNA came out.
Oh, okay.
Saying it
Sorry.
wasn't. It found that it wasn't him. She ended up having a boyfriend at the time that did it or something like that.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I missed that part. So essentially, the same story I was
Kinda, yeah,
referencing.
yeah,
Yeah, there's-
yeah.
I believe it was a football player
Yeah.
that happened to, and he was acquitted.
But I think he did 2. I don't know. He said
You
2.
can't get
I
those
might
2
be
years
making that
back.
up.
You
I might
can't
be
get that
ma- I
time
know.
back.
I know. And now
You know,
Yeah.
and they are the most heinous fucking people on planet Earth. I think women that do that because.
It's so
It's a-
easy for them. I don't know.
Well, it's like a power struggle. They know that men, right, have the physicality to do this, and it's a heinous crime. So you especially during the Me Too movement, you always heard the women saying, "Why would a woman make that up?
But they,
Why would a woman
wasn't it like
fucking
believe it,
anger,
believe her or
jealousy, fucking insecurity, a million reasons they would make it up, a million,
just because it's easy.
right?" Yeah.
All right, here.
Shoot, what do you got? Something else? Pounding the beers, pounding them. Yeah. Well, I mean, so we're in agreement, right? I mean, one for the good guys, right?
Excuse me. As far as what?
As far as he proved his innocence and he got to speak
That
about
guy,
it.
absolutely,
He didn't
yeah.
just get to prove his innocence and it went away in court and nobody ever heard about it again. Because you see the headlines. I mean, even the headlines after it said. Man acquitted of rape or whatever. It didn't say the details. It just was the basic, skim over.
Yeah.
Saying-
page 10 fucking.
Yeah,
correction.
yeah, exactly.
That's what they do.
It's
But
disgusting.
I think this guy, I don't know, from talking to someone that has inside information, this guy is not very well liked.
Oh, why is that?
That's what Andrew told us.
I know, but I didn't fully understand Andrew's explanation.
No, because you could see, honestly, granted, he is fucking kind of going at this girl, and it's like he's getting payback. But he does sound a little douchish. You know what I mean? I think maybe that's how he carries himself a little bit.
Wait.
I get it. Yes, I know. How I said how
that's why? You think that's why?
Yeah.
I don't think he sounds douchish at all. I thought he had a like a reputation prior. I think what he did. I think he was
no
insanely.
Prior. I'm talking about
professional.
prior though. I'm talking about prior. I think he maybe walked around like his shit didn't stink. Maybe type guy. That's how he seems for me. A little bit.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't
know.
follow
That's what I just
baseball,
heard
so
now.
I don't know. But let's call Frase. Want to ask Frase?
Yeah, he probably know.
Fraser probably would know.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm doing Fraser's beer pong tournament.
Yeah, he hit me up. He called me the other day and asked me to do it.
You gonna do it?
Was it the 18th or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna try it. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I got the kids, I might bring them. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
they'll drink a little
That's
bit.
real cool. That's real cool. It's real.
Weren't your kids there last year? Tino was there last year.
Yeah, he's playing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So
Shit.
I won't drink, obviously, if I have the kids, but I'll go and support.
You won't play?
I'll play, but I mean, I'm sure if Danielle or something's not with me to drive the kids, I'm not going to drink.
No,
I'll
I know. Well, you
I'll
can
put
play.
water in the fucking Kool-Aid in it.
Well, you don't
know?
drink the fucking, like, it's not like a real.
Oh, I wasn't there last year. I don't know. It's not real?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, no, it's real, but you just don't drink out of it. You drink beer, you know. It's not like.
Okay.
That's what I was saying. I was like, this is bullshit. You should have to drink
Yeah,
the cup after I sink
yeah.
it. But, yeah. All right, how about this? How about. Since we're such political talking heads.
I know.
We're such political
I
talking
know.
heads.
Nobody subscribed to this channel to hear us
I don't
talk
care.
about politics.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't
Actually,
give a
let's
fuck
talk
either.
about them. Let's talk about those
The haters? The
them
haters?
people. Listen, so I don't look at comments for real, especially when I seen the one where it said 300 comments about talking to us about masks. No. I've looked. I'll skim, look, select someone, then I'm like, ah. But you know who's been looking at comments? I told him about him is Santino.
Oh, God.
All right, Santino's looking at comments, and of course it's always the CTE. Oh, look at this guy's got CTE, and a fucking other guy that beats up his wife, you know, and right.
Yeah.
So you get those, and Tino laughs, but then Tino clicks on the fucking pictures of these people. They're like they, them, he, she, fucking wearing dog masks and shit. Oh, it's crazy.
I've done that before.
It's crazy.
I've done that.
And like, and then I see, you know, he read some of them like, I wear a mask to do epoxy. Well, yeah, there are applications that masks come into play.
I
you
saw
fucking dummy.
one person commented
But
like,
COVID ain't one of them.
Doctors and nurses can't be wrong. They wear masks. Well, it's for a specific.
Yeah.
You're opening people up.
Listen, I'm not saying there's not applications for masks.
But I clicked
and I
on
think
that.
we said that in the
I
fucking
clicked on that person's
episode.
profile, and I want that human being to hate me. I'm absolutely doing something right. If that,
But I'm
person
wondering
hates
too,
me.
like. We must be. They must have put us on the For You page or the what do you call it? Like
For You
the
page?
main page or whatever.
We got a lot of comments.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't.
And
see
there's
it.
people that probably don't follow us. That's why we're getting hate on it. You know.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care, man. I don't.
Listen,
I don't
guys.
care.
Listen, if you sit down to pee, I'm not. That's okay. My wife does. You know what I'm saying? It's okay.
I don't care. I mean, I would. This would be my advice. Then don't listen. I don't care if you don't listen. You know what I mean? Don't listen.
Listen. We'll be all right.
Yeah, we'll be fine. we got 17 other listeners. We don't need you. 14 people.
No, but for real, it's people, and I love it. I mean, hey, we're doing something right? That's how I figure. But people, like, are you really hanging on to my fucking word?
Well,
you know, are like these guys are hanging on to my word?
Yeah, we're just two
Come on.
idiots. I say it all the time. We're two idiots in the
like,
basement.
oh, he referenced Rogan or something. I'm like, bro, yeah. Honestly, I think Rogan's is much more valid. Anything that comes out of his mouth is much more valid than comes out of fucking half the shit you hear on mainstream media.
Look at what they did to him when he took ivermectin and what's the other one?
Yeah, I know.
They posted a picture of
ivermectin.
him. He was all over the news, and they literally changed his image. They made him look pasty white, and he was sick for 2-3 days, and he was totally fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now ivermectin is back on the shelves again. Remember they took it off? It's disgusting. So yeah, make fun of that guy that doesn't know what he's talking about, even though he knows what he's talking about. We don't actually know what we're talking about, so you can make fun of us. I could care less.
I mean, I know a little bit.
I know enough to be dangerous.
I know enough to be like to be stupid, right?
Yeah,
Dangerous.
exactly.
Yeah, right.
How could you ever keep up with it all unless it's your career? You know what I mean? How could you ever keep up with it? It'd be impossible.
Yeah, I don't want to. It's very, very a lot of negative shit out there too.
A lot of negative shit.
I don't know, man.
A lot of negative shit. Yep. But we certainly didn't start. It's funny, right? Because Frankie and I started this podcast in December of 2019.
Yes.
December of 2019, before COVID. And we moderately knew, not talked about, knew a little bit about politics, like a little bit. We still know a little bit. But COVID hit, right? Right in the beginning of starting this podcast. And you had no other choice but to pay attention. And then especially when it started affecting school systems, right, and our children, then you pay attention even more. So there was never this concerted effort between us to be like, let's talk about politics. Politics would be never. I never thought in a million years that we'd be talking about politics ever. Never thought it for a second.
No, I mean,
ever.
Yeah, no.
I really didn't. Maybe we'd say, who are you voting
but
for?
But I don't know. It's like I feel like politics kind of came into the social media world. So like even kids know about politics now. I feel like a little bit where we didn't have it. We didn't have we had what was our? I mean, we really had our social media. What would be magazines, right? Back in the day. So maybe I guess there was some
TV. The
correct.
basic
Yeah.
channels,
Yeah. But
ABC,
yeah.
CBS.
Yeah, is that social media though? I don't know. I guess there wasn't. It didn't exist.
News.
No.
You said magazine.
Social media though, like it had to do with people, so it really didn't exist back then. If you think about it, right?
Yeah, social media didn't. Yeah.
I mean, but magazines, TV, all that stuff.
First thing I remember is MySpace. What year did that come out? That's the first social media I can think of.
Yeah, it had to be. That was like 05, bro.
Was that 05? Yeah.
No. What was it? Oh, my thing was
AOL
Instant Messenger.
I never had
first
that.
thing. Yeah.
I never had that, but I think that was first, right?
Yeah, that was the first like.
Yep. That was dial-up modem.
Yeah, right? Wasn't it the thing? Dude? I had a roommate in college. Cause I was not a techie person ever. So like he was like, I'm like, shut that thing the fuck
mail.
off. No. That was different. That's email.
Yeah, I know.
Roger doesn't check his email.
I never had AOL, but I know what you're talking about.
Roger doesn't check his email anymore.
I never do. I think I have something like 25,000 unopened emails or something like that. I never check it.
That's crazy.
It's always bad news if you get
I'm
an
like
email.
a business
It's always
guy now,
bad
bro.
news. It's always some attorney wants something or some bullshit. But anyway, well, it certainly was never something you and I thought we would ever dabble in, but it gets you fired up. I mean, if you care about,
Is there something we could do, though? Is there anything we could do?
No, talk about it. That's it. You said, and join the resistance when it happens. But you said, I remember 3 or 4 episodes ago, you said politics has crossed over into family values, and I agree. And that's where once politics crosses over into family values, you're gonna say something. You absolutely are.
Absolutely.
No matter what side you're on, no matter if you fucking hate our point of view, you're gonna say something.
Let's fight.
But I saw they call her Gun Girl. I'm kind of not sure how I feel about her, but what's the girl's name? She's young. She's like early 20s. She goes around asking the questions. She works for
NRA?
No. Anyway, regardless, give me a minute. I'll come up with it. But I saw her. She goes to college campuses a lot. She got famous because her graduating picture from, Caitlin Bennett. That's it. Her graduating picture, she posed with an AR-15, and it got like fucking huge. So then she really just kind of ran with it. Now everybody calls her the Gun Girl. But anyway, she can be a little, be a little
off-putting.
Off-putting, I guess. She can be a little over the top. Maybe tries to get a reaction out of people. But regardless, she asks people, hot topic questions. And I saw her recently ask somebody, and I saw these girls repeatedly, these college-age girls say, "Well, the government said to do it. Why wouldn't we? The government wouldn't lie." And I'm like, "Oh my God, you are absolutely brainwashed."
Oh, these people are brainwashed. They won. They almost won.
Yep.
And like you said, we're waiting for the resistance. It ain't gonna be these young people because they're all fucking brainwashed.
No, but who do we talk about all the time?
Old dudes.
Who do we talk about all the time? And what did you just say?
That need knee replacements are gonna have to do stuff.
Who do we talk about all the time? And you were just mentioning him. We always say if there was a guy you could get behind.
No, I know. Yes,
Tim Kennedy.
Yeah, definitely.
And what are they doing to him now?
I know.
Silencing him.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a man's man, a guy that's...
That's probably why they're silent. They're not silencing us because they're like, these guys ain't fucking doing shit.
Couple betas, washed up old UFC fighter.
I'm not a beta, bro. Watch your mouth. No.
I wouldn't consider myself a beta, but...
Even for him to do it, it'd be tough. How's he gonna get the smoke signal out? right? How do you get it out?
I don't know. But it's you watch these other countries, what's happening in Brazil, right? What happens in a lot of these countries is they just get pissed off, and then they fucking store a whole bunch of them. I don't know how they.
But I don't know. Like they're also. I don't know. Our security here is a lot different. You know what I mean?
All right.
Our military are this or that. They're just so organized, bro.
Fair. But there's a lot more of us than there is of them still.
True. It's gonna take like. Listen, I'm not trying to rile up a.
No, I'm not either.
Yeah.
I'm not saying do anything.
It's gonna take some crazy unity.
I almost said I still have faith in our politicians that some people want to do the right thing and they'll turn this around. That would be an incorrect statement. I have no faith in any of our politicians at all. And there's some that I used to get behind and be like, oh shit, this person's trying to make a difference. I think it's all this dance that they do together, don't you?
Yeah, no, it's all
it's
all
a
bullshit.
slow dance that they do
It's
together.
all bullshit, and wait, it's a
It's all
big
been
party. It's a big
pre-decided.
party, and we're not in it.
We ain't in it. That's exactly right. What's his name? The comedian
George Carlin.
George Carlin, love him.
Well, how about this? Okay, let's end on this topic.
Shoot.
All right, no, RFK now is gonna run independent. Okay?
What's
so
that
now?
do?
What?
What's that do to Trump's chances?
Now, see, I'm seeing people on the right saying, "Oh, that's going to hurt Trump." Then I'm seeing people on the left saying, "Oh, that's going to hurt Biden." So whoever wins or loses, they're going to blame RFK. You know what I mean? Who did I see? Who's that? Who's that? The fruity.
We
Asian,
like
the
RFK.
fruity Asian guy from Star Trek.
Oh, Spock.
Not Spock. Not Spock.
No.
But the Asian guy. Spock's not Asian.
Yeah, George Takei.
Takei, yeah. He was like, RFK's all his donors are GOP people. He's trying to take votes from Biden. And then you see people saying, "Oh, he's going to take votes from." Because I mean, I kind of like what a lot of stuff he said.
I do too. Did you see Ian Smith's thing about him today?
That
Ian Smith said,
he is a pro.
He's not pro Second Amendment.
Pro-choice.
He's not pro Second Amendment.
He's anti-gun and he's pro climate change.
Correct.
So those are definitely not my topics. You know what I mean? But I do like a lot of other shit he said.
I do too.
And he does seem reasonable. You know what I mean?
He's probably one of the most reasonable.
But you wonder, but the gun thing,
just don't trust anybody.
But the gun thing, that's a big no. Remember in Step Brothers? Ooh, that's a big woo woo for me. You know what I'm talking about?
Exactly.
Like, nah, I can't do it. So
Same.
what do you think? Who you're? I mean, we know who you're voting for, but
Oh wait, we don't know who you're voting for?
No,
you're up in the air, are you?
I mean, RFK. No,
You're up in the air, are you?
No,
talk about it.
I'm
not up in the air at all.
No, I'm not either. Do you think Biden gets to the election? But you think he'll be the candidate? I'm saying.
I do.
You think he will be the candidate 24?
I do.
I don't know. I could because everyone's saying they're pushing Newsom, but how the hell can they push that guy when California sucks? Right? Everyone's complaining about California. They just had a runoff because he was doing so bad. Right?
I mean, the people that love him, and the people that hate him, hate him. You know what I mean? I mean, I just think.
Yeah, well, he's also like another, just like a phony, slick talker. Mm-hmm. He's like a Vivek. I don't know, or Vivek. He's just like a very good talker.
He reminds me a lot of Trudeau.
Who, Newsom. Yeah.
Reminds me a lot of the Canadian Prime Minister.
He does.
They have the same look. They have the same talk. They're smooth. They're
he's a little
charismatic.
He's a little more fucking California. He ain't that more than Trudeau. Trudeau's
both
got that little
snakes in the grass,
fancy pants fucking.
But there's a difference, obviously, a pretty clear difference between us and Canada, and I don't see, unless they strip these
Canada,
rights away.
Something with the rights in Canada. What do they say? There's something like about the rights in Canada where they can do shit differently.
The charter, you mean?
Oh no, they don't have freedom of speech.
Right.
Yeah.
They have a charter, which is similar to a constitution, but it's obviously not the same thing. And they do not have freedom of speech. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro.
And do you see the new thing he's trying to do? He's trying to make all podcasters,
Yeah,
any Canadian
yeah.
podcasters, you have to enroll into some sort of system.
Yeah.
They can shut you down at any point in time if you talk anti-government,
Yeah.
anti-Trudeau.
That's fucking crazy, bro. It's Canada.
Yeah.
Canada. We thought Canada was like, what place would maybe you would move
But-
to? What place might be better than America?
I always
It
said
was
Canada.
always Canada.
Not anymore.
Always Canada. Now
Not
that's
anymore.
like Canada's
Not
like
anymore.
fucking 1335 Germany.
But
you know what I mean?
again, that's the difference. We have the First Amendment.
Did you see
They're
too?
trying to erode
Did you
it,
see
but
too?
that's why they
had
can't
that
do that here.
at their
Yet.
parliament. At their parliament.
They have to do it secretly here. Go ahead.
Did you see at their parliament? They like
Who's the guy running against him? I like him.
I don't know, but at their parliament they gave a standing ovation to a fucking Nazi member.
Yes.
A Nazi member.
Yeah, you apologized after. Trudeau apologized after, yeah.
Gosh. You know, you ever see that the conspiracy
They said he
theory?
fought against the Russians, right?
Yeah.
Represented Ukraine or something.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
no, this guy was straight up fucking
German
part
SS.
of the German SS. Yeah. Yep.
Did you
Crazy.
see? Oh man, what was I gonna say? I don't know. You just messed me up, buddy.
Sorry, buddy.
That's all right. Wasn't that important?
Let's talk about you personally for a minute. Can you give everybody a little update on the gym? Anything going on?
Yeah, I
there?
mean, I think we have a place locked in finally, man.
Awesome.
I
It's been a
think so.
year in fucking.
Well, I've
you-
been working on it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
a
at
year
least
of you
looking.
trying to secure a place.
Yeah.
Finally, it looks like it's
So
going to
I
happen.
I think we got a place locked in. I mean, I don't want to put a date on it yet, but I'm gonna love to be in there before the year's out. You know, so we'll see.
Be amazing. Fans want to know, any chance of ever seeing Frankie in any sort of ring ever again?
Always a chance.
Ooh, is that a little
No,
teaser?
I mean, I honestly,
What kind of ring would it look
I-
like?
I don't
Is
think
it going to
I-
be an octagon? Is
I
it going
think
to have
I maybe I would like to box, maybe. But again, I got a lot on my plate right now, so we'll see.
talking boxing gloves or bare knuckle? What are we talking about?
No, I
You
think
don't like you got enough face scarring.
yeah, I'm pretty good. I see that the one chick. They showed a picture of her. She was
Dude,
talking,
the
she was
British
like,
girl,
She's talking like this.
she fought Starling.
Not was that the one who fought?
think
her?
she fought
she had dark
Starling.
hair. She had dark hair.
Dude, she's missing a tooth.
Yeah,
Face-
face all chubby and,
And she's
swollen.
like, well, you know, I underestimated. She
Well,
hits
she's talking
harder.
like
she's
this?
more resilient. Yeah, she's talking like this. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she's tough as a box of hammers, bro. This chick is fucking tough.
tough like.
She was British, right, or English, or what? Yeah, I
What-
forget.
what is it?
From
What
across
is-
the
what is-
pond. She was across the pond.
So okay, British is all of them, right?
I believe so.
British is like England,
England's a
Scotland,
country, right.
Wales, Ireland is
all,
still British.
All ruled under the king.
is
correct? Or
Ireland still
was.
British though, or no?
Under British rule? I don't know.
Are they part of the United Kingdom? No.
Northern Ireland is.
Northern Ireland is.
They're always fighting over.
Oh, I thought that was a religious thing. No, I thought that was the Protestants. And,
It's like on the island, but it's part of Great Britain.
oh,
So there's like dispute over the territory.
gotcha.
Well, you're yawning, I'm yawning. Jeez,
Jeez, buddy.
I've been going, buddy.
Have you?
Kinda, yeah.
Wrestling, you mean, with the kids? What do you mean?
Just everything.
Yeah?
Everything.
Just on the go?
Yeah, I like it.
All right. You want to elaborate? Because I don't know what you're talking
No,
about.
I'm saying like with trying to get this gym in order. My
yeah,
kids
I assumed
wrestling.
that's what you meant. Yeah,
you
yeah,
know, trying to, I got.
Is the boat out of the water?
No, still
No?
in the water.
Gonna get another day in?
Nah.
I have solar panels going on my house tomorrow, and they told me I got to be there all day. But my buddy's like, "Can you sneak out? Go."
Wait, you
I
have
guess
to be at your
said
house
I got to be
all
there
day?
all
Why?
because I got to connect to the panel inside. I guess they want to make sure.
What are you supposed to do there?
I don't know. They said I got to be
That's
there all
crazy.
day. And,
What do they tell you to wear?
and speedos.
Yeah.
But my buddy Danny's like, bro, can you get out Wednesday? Go striper. I want to go striper fishing so bad, bro.
Where
Season
did you
just opened.
Oh, striper.
Depends on where they are. You follow them up and down the coast. Depends on where they are. They're, it's all fisherman chatter. People will be like, oh, they're off Sandy Hook. You got to go to, and then you follow the fish, basically.
Stripers are what kind of fish?
Like a bass.
They have bass in the sea? Yeah. I don't know. Is it good eating?
Yeah, stripers are good.
Because I don't ever hear
They're a really good fighting
I don't
fish.
hear Grandpa Boat talking about it.
Stripers? Yeah, stripers are good eating. Yeah, I mean, there's like bluefish. Bluefish are
Always fluke.
Bluefish
Fluke.
are fluke's good eating too, but that's not a great fighting fish. It's kind of boring. You just sit your clam on the bottom, Like striper, you chase them up and down the coast. You get,
Okay.
But Yeah, but like bluefish, fun fish to catch, shitty.
Blue, yeah.
Shitty
Yeah,
fish.
yeah.
nobody really eats them.
Yeah,
'cause they're
blues
really
are fun,
oily.
though, yeah.
You can eat them, but I'm sure there's going to be
heard
people
you
like,
have to-
fuck you, it's my favorite fish.
You have
But
to cook them like a certain way or something, right?
I think you want a really quick turnaround from the time you catch them to the time you cook them. Is what I heard. I don't know. They have a heavy blood. I think they could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not acting like I'm fucking heavy fisherman, but don't they call it their bloodline that runs down them? Like if you don't process that quickly, they bleed into the meat and it doesn't taste as good.
I don't know.
Anyway,
No idea.
I don't know. Trying to.
Yeah. What was that? What was that? Hi-Ho Silver. What's that? The fish store. Long John Silver.
Long John Silver's. Yeah, that's all
I was
fake
you said when you
fish, bro.
I was
That's
saying you're not a
real
fish guy. I'm like, okay, Long John Silver.
That's not real fish. That's processed fish.
How's it processed?
That's what I made when I worked in Alaska.
It's like just
It's
fucking.
a product called surimi, right?
It's like toothpaste. You ever seen him make it? Right? You ever see that?
It's a paste, right?
Yeah.
I made it. I worked on a boat and actually did it. It was my first
You
real
made
job.
the paste?
I made a product called surimi, which is kind of a paste, yeah, but it's made. Okay, so
Imitation crab meat.
It's imitation crab meat, right? And it's most fish you order in restaurants. That's what you're eating.
What?
Most fish you order. Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. When I order salmon?
Not salmon, obviously,
Okay.
because it's pink.
Okay.
But that ain't
brand-
wild caught salmon.
when I
that
or-
ain't wild caught salmon.
How do you know?
Because it's not. It's raised
you
in a
know?
fucking pen.
No, it says wild caught on the menu.
It's not, bro. It's
They
not.
better be.
It's not. You can tell by the fat content. I think a natural salmon is
I think
like
they just
4
when they
to
get it, they
4
just,
to
act crazy.
8%.
Ah, fucking crazy.
And
They say it was wild caught.
Oh, shit. Almost nothing you eat now is fucking actually.
No
you know
way,
what I mean?
Dude.
You ever see burger paste?
Bronzino, the
Burger
whole fucking
paste?
fish. The
No,
Bronzino.
that would probably be because you're looking at it, you know. But if it's cut up or sushi, most sushi when you order a fish or lobster or crab meat or whatever you say,
No, but okay.
that's
when
a
they order
fucking
tuna
paste, bro. That's
and
a paste.
salmon.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
yellowtail.
Yeah, you're getting straight mercury.
Yeah. Yes. I'm like everything's killing us, bro. Like I'm fucking
Everything.
done, bro. I'm just gonna help it along.
Just,
You know what I mean?
just stay away from processed shit, and you're fine. You
I
can
don't care. Give it all me. Just load me up.
You're the epitome of health, bro. You eat really good.
No, I do all right.
Renee cooks really healthy.
I've been
You guys-
gaining,
I
though.
can't imagine what your.
Trying to work up to your
I
weight.
can't imagine, and you don't know. This guy would not know if he had $8 in the bank or fucking $8 million. He would have no clue. But I'm curious. I'll ask Renee after the show. Your grocery bill for the week. I don't know if she goes weekly or, bro. You eat all the shit I see up there is all fucking organic. It's all from that shit is like 3-4 times as much as just going to ShopRite. Your fucking grocery bill's got to be pretty pricey.
Yeah, I don't even know.
Can I eat over here dinner once a week, twice a week?
You can gobble it. You can gobble it.
All right, that's enough. Frankie got his gay humor in right at the end there. So
Gay.
sounded gay. Champ of the Tramp out.
Hey, find us and follow us on YouTube, Rumble, Instagram, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and most other podcast platforms.
Rumble, especially, guys. Thank you. And remember, hit that subscribe button. It helps us a lot.
For real.
Take care.
Take it easy. He don't like he don't read.
I didn't see. Is there something on the bottom? What do you want me to read? Pause and look. Oh, for 10 seconds. Sorry. I didn't see that.